some safety tips that you gotta know. And trust me, it's something that you wanna hear.
So honey, sip your lips and enjoy the show before we move into the stratosphere, yeah.
So won't you buckle your seatbelt, pull it on tight, and keep your in that chair until we turn off that light. Turn your electrical devices off as fast as you can.
Whatever you do,
Don't make me ask you again. So tonight, get ready to fly, 'cause we're gonna live it on up in the sky. Virgin America knows all the places you wanna be. Fly away with me, yeah.
For the 0.001% of you who have never operated a seatbelt before, really? I mean, it works like this. Insert the metal end into the buckle until it clicks, and pull on the loose end to tighten, making sure it fits low and tight across your lap. There you go. To open, lift on the top of the buckle. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated, just in case of unexpected turbulence or weather conditions. Personal electronic devices should be turned off and properly stowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Laptops should be placed inside carry-ons or under the seat, not in seat back pockets or loose on the cushion next to you. Nice try. Your in-flight team or the sign above will determine when electronics may or may not be used during flight.
Yo, 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 now that you're bopping your head to the rap scene, now that your eyes all glued to the flat screen, if the cabin pressure's changing, you know that we won't be leaving you hanging. Pull your mask down first, don't worry, oxygen flows. Tighten the straps after placing on your mouth and your nose. If you're traveling with someone, like a child for instance, put your mask on first before you offer assistance.
Now under your seat, there's a life vest. First class, it's below your center armrest. Remove the pouch, tear it open, place it over your head. Are we coming in clear? Did you hear what we said? Buckle the white straps and tighten right around your waist. Once off the plane, pull the handles and your vest will inflate. If your vest doesn't feel, honey, no big deal. Blow into the red tube and you got every feel. There's a bright locator light and it's right on your shoulder. Thank you for your attention. This robot rap is over.
just in case we must evacuate. We've got a plan of attack. We've got a plan of attack. For when no exits on this airplane. For exit doors, two in the front and two in the back. Wow, in the unlikely event we need to get you outside. Your exit is equipped with an inflatable slide. Only door slides can be used as a flotation device. And if you need to find the exit, you just follow the light.
They're at the base of the seats. They go from white into red. But keep in mind the nearest exit door may not be ahead.
So look around and let us just remind you, the nearest exit might be behind you. Yeah!
Okay, so this one's important for all you smokers out there. It's never allowed here, so don't you forget.
Don't forget.
Federal law prohibits tampering, destroying, disabling smoke detectors, so don't touch that cigarette. Don't you do it.
All right, it's time for final cabin check. Make sure all carry-on bags are stowed away, tray tables and seats are in their upright and locked positions, and all electronic devices are completely shut off.
For additional safety information, check out the safety cards located in the seat pocket in front of you. Please read and review before we take off. FAA regulations require that all guests comply with the lighted information signs, posted placards, and instruction of the in-flight team.
If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Now enjoy your flight, and as always, thank you for flying Virgin America.
So tonight, we're gonna fly. Live it on up in the sky. Virgin America knows all the places you wanna be. Fly away with me, fly away with me tonight. If you're ready to fly, 'cause we're gonna live it on up in the sky. Virgin America knows all the places you wanna be. Fly away with me, fly away with me, yeah.
Welcome aboard this Air New Zealand flight. Shortly, we'll be winging our way to your next port of call. But before we kick off, I'd like to give you a quick safety team talk. Even if you fly with us often, please keep your eyes on the briefing.
To warm up, make sure all your baggage is stored away in the overhead compartments. Or tucked under the seat in front of you.
Whether you're on the front row or the back, all passengers must keep an eye on the lighted signs and follow the cruise instructions.
With the seatbelt sign switched on, nip back to the seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Not so tight that you'll lose feeling in your legs, but enough to make sure it's snug across your hips. We recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, but if you need to get up to stretch your hammies, undo the seatbelt by lifting the flap.
Excuse me.
If an oxygen mask should drop down in front of you, don't stop to ask why.
Simply pull down on the mask, place over your nose and mouth, and tighten by pulling the elastic on both sides. Oxygen will flow through the mask automatically.
If there are young ones around you, make sure you got your mask on before helping them out. Then look around, as there may be someone else who needs a hand.
If an emergency were to happen during takeoff or landing, place your hands on your head with your elbows on the outside of your thighs and feet flat on the floor.
Or crouch, touch, and brace yourself on the seat in front of you.
And down here is the perfect place to find your life jacket. Life jackets are really easy to use. Simply rip it out of the bag and put it over your head like this. Then clip the straps together and tighten. This red tab inflates the life jacket, so only pull it once you leave the aircraft. If you need to inflate a little bit more, simply blow into the mouthpiece, like this.
We'll also be on hand to provide life jackets for infants if needed.
If you find yourself needing to smoke on this flight, consider yourself dropped. Smoking anywhere on the plane is not allowed, and we can't have that kind of disruption in the team.
If you need to find your way out, even if it's all black, escape path lighting will lead you to the exit. Should we need to evacuate, support others around you who require help.
Your crew are now pointing out the exits.
It would pay to note that your nearest exit could be behind you, so have a quick look and count the number of rows to the exit. You'll find more information on the safety card in your seat pocket.
Please turn off all electronic devices during takeoff and landing. Electronic devices such as mobile phones can interfere with aircraft systems and mustn't be used in flight unless you've switched them to flight mode. Finally, for takeoff, we ask that you place your tray table back, make sure your seat is upright, and fasten your seatbelt.
And then we'll be taking off, without any more surprises.
This is your pilot speaking. It's a pleasure having you all on the team today. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy our great Kiwi service.
From the airline that's crazy about rugby, kia ora and have a great flight.
Welcome aboard. It's 2007 and we are more committed to your safety than ever. And that's why we'd like you to pay careful attention to this important safety information. First, please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Seatbelts can be purchased for $5. To fasten, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and tighten the buckle by pulling the loose end away from you. To release, purchase a release flap for $7. Now I know what you're thinking. We've never paid for seatbelts before. Once we've reached our cruising altitude, your flight attendant may or may not go down the aisle with snacks. If she chooses to, each passenger will be given a single peanut. Lavatories are located at the front and the rear of the airport. Please take a moment to look at your safety pamphlet. The charge for looking at this pamphlet is $3. The charge for looking at this pamphlet and putting it back quickly is $4. Should there be a rapid change in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the compartment above your seat, free of charge. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, and to start the flow of oxygen, pay your flight attendant $75.63. As always, exact change is appreciated. Now I know that some of you are still concerned about getting there safely. Enjoy your flight.
Oh, you guys with me? All right. So give me a stomp, clap, clap. Come on, stomp, clap, clap. Stay on beat there. There you go. Keep that going. This is Flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendants on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3 and you get the whole can. We won't take your cash, you gotta pay with plastic. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. We know you're ready to get to new places. Open up the bins, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with the exit, we're going to talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You got to help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want them, then we're going to reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.